What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Wiregrass High School Football Report. You're looking at all things high school football in the Wiregrass. I am your host, Phillip Jordan, in-studio host and producer of Dozen with Football on 96.9 The Legend, and also cover the Auburn Tigers for the Auburn Wire, part of USA Today. Back for another podcast. Kind of was on hiatus the last weeks of the season. I admit I've done a horrible job of this podcast this football season, and if you're still hanging around with me, I appreciate it. And I promise we're going to do some more high school football stuff. I am going to do some stuff for this podcast during the off season when it comes to high school football, high school sports in the Wiregrass, local sports in the Wiregrass. But we're here to recap the first round of the playoffs. We went into it with 16 teams from the Wiregrass going into this first round, and now we only have 6, maybe 5. Depends on how far out you want the Wiregrass to stretch. But a lot of interesting games, a lot of interesting results. And we're not just going to go over the Wiregrass. We will go over all the results from all the playoff games. I'll go over all the scores from all of them. And we also got some news with high school football around the Wiregrass as well to discuss towards the end of the show. Before we do all that, let's guys know you can find me in the pod. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, before we do all that, let you guys know you can find me in the podcast. Find me on social media at P Jordan Sports. Find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can also check out the podcast over on YouTube at the Phillip Jordan Sports YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, all the notifications, and leave a comment on a video, and also read them on a future edition as well. You can always email me at sports.philipjordan@gmail.com. Now let's jump into it. So now, when we look at the Wiregrass, we have no 7A or 6A teams that actually made the postseason. Of course, in 7A, our 2 teams are Dothan and Enterprise in 7A Region 2. And then in 6A is the Rehoboth Rebels in 6A Region 2. None of those teams made the playoffs, but still wanted to do a quick little rundown of what all happened in the 7A part of the playoffs. Now, they're different. The 1A through 6A has North and South. 7A is different the way they do the seeding. So, one half of the bracket, you saw Thompson defeat Carver Montgomery 31-7. So, that was one of Dothan's region friends or compadres, or however you want to say it there. 7A Region 2 went 3-1 in the first round. Mary Montgomery defeated Austin 45-7. Central Phoenix City defeated Hoover 34-10. James Clemens defeated Fairhope 21-31. So on that side of the bracket in the second round this week, you'll have Thompson playing Merritt Montgomery. Thompson hosting there. And Central Phoenix City will head to Fairhope. On the other side of the bracket, Daphne defeated Sparkman 43-14. Auburn defeated Vestavia Hills 52-41. Auburn was down 21-0 in the first quarter, and that one and came back with the big win there. Baker defeated Florence 38-14, and Opelika defeated Hewitt-Trussville 27-21. So your second round matchups in the 7A region or 7A side of things is Daphne will be hosting Auburn, and then you will have Baker hosting, going to Opelika in that one. So interesting stuff there with the second round of the playoffs for 7A. Now, as we look and go over to the 6A bracket and take a look at that, you do have South and North like you do all the other ones. It's just, again, 7A doesn't have that. We're going to start off in the South. Benjamin Russell defeated Central Tuscaloosa 26-14. Theodore defeated Stanhope Elmore 44-27. Hueytown defeated Pelham 35-28. Russell County defeated Gulf Shores 33-30. Pike Road defeated McGill-Tulane 28-10. Bessemer City defeated Helena 24-7. Saraland defeated Wetumpka 49-24. And Spain Park defeated McAdory 24-13. So on the south side of the 6A bracket, you'll have Benjamin Russell will host Theodore. Hueytown will host Russell County. Pike Road will host Bessemer City. And Saraland will host Spain Park. Now on the north side of the bracket, Muscle Shoals defeated May Jemison 38-12. Parker defeated Oxford 42-21. Fort Payne defeated Athens 38-23. Mountain Brook defeated Mortimer Jordan 38-0. Clay Chalkville defeated Jackson Olin 49-26. Gaston City defeated Jasper 40-37. Homewood defeated Pell City 28-14, and Hartselle defeated Buckhorn 33-7. So on the North bracket, you'll have in the second round, Muscle Shoals will be hosting Parker. Fort Payne will host Mountain Brook. Clay Chalkville will host Gaston City, and then Homewood will host Hartselle. Now we can jump into the stuff with the Wiregrass. The way I'll do it, I will talk about the Wiregrass games first, and then we'll jump in to their brackets and how everything looks on that side of things. So in 5A, and this is kind of stretching the boundaries, I think, a little bit on Wiregrass, but still. Andalusia defeated UMS Wright 28-25 in overtime. That puts Andalusia at 8-3 on the year. They ran for a total of 195 yards in the game. Running back MJ Berry had 86 yards and 2 touchdowns for Andalusia, and had a rushing touchdown to win in overtime by quarterback Noah Curry. Viger defeated Charles Henderson 40-16 to put Charles Henderson at 5-6 to close out the year. Charles Henderson trailed the game 19-16 at halftime. They had a late score in the first half to make a 3-point game. Then Viger had 21 unanswered points in that one. And then the number one team in 5A, Williamson, defeated Eufaula 50-14. So Eufaula ends their year at 6-5. Williamson running back Todrick Withers had 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, now we're going to look at the full bracket, the full round, first round of the 5A playoffs. Northside defeated Beauregard 48-14. We're in the south part of it. You have Central Clay County defeating Sipsey Valley 48-7. Catholic Montgomery defeated Central 31-8. Shelby County defeated Valley 26-23. And then you had Elmore County defeating Demopolis 21-20. So the second round in the south part of the 5A bracket will look like this. Northside will host Viger. Central Clay County will host Andalusia. Shelby County will host Catholic Montgomery, and Elmore County will host Williamson. All right, over on the north side in the first round, Fairview beat Arab 14-7. Jacksonville defeated Ramsey 14-7. Scottsboro defeated West Point 45-14. St. Clair County defeated Carver Birmingham 41-22. Moody defeated Comer 49-21. Guntersville defeated Priceville. Was defeated by Priceville 24-21. Briarwood defeated Leeds 28-3. And then you had Russellville defeating Boaz in a good one 29-28. So in the second round in 5A on the north side, you'll have Jacksonville hosting Fairview. Scottsboro will host St. Clair County. Priceville will host Moody. And then Briarwood will host Russellville over in the 5A playoffs. All right, I'll jump over into 4A, where we had 3 teams in the Wiregrass area participating in this part of the playoffs. Mobile Christian defeated Dale County 15-13. Dale County, of course, the 4A Region 2 champions there. They end their year at 7-3. Mobile Christian was up 15-0 to start the fourth quarter. Stacy Atkins had an interception for Dale County, getting to the 26-yard line to start or early on there in the fourth quarter. They had a touchdown by Cody Jagger. He had a touchdown after a pass. That was, a good play by Junior Smith, but still, that made it 15-7 with 7:29 left in the fourth quarter. And then Smith connected with Atkins for a touchdown with 1:56, but the 2-point conversion was incomplete for Dale County, and then Mobile Christian was able to run out the clock to win that one 15-13. Jackson defeated Ashford 34-0, and then St. Michael defeated Pike County 49-21, put Pike County at 5-5 on the year. St. Michael had 578 total yards in the game, 421 on the ground. Their running back, Noah Moss, had a big game, 342 yards and 6 touchdowns. It was 7-7 early before 28 unanswered points by St. Michael. And St. Michael, they are coached by former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers. His son, Gunnar Rivers, was 13-26 for 152 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Pike County wide receiver Braylon Jackson had 6 catches for 100 yards, 1 touchdown. He also had 42 yards on the ground. Now, looking over at the 4A bracket, first off in the South, Hanley defeated Bibb 40-7. Of course, we just talked about it. Jackson defeated Ashford 34-0. American Christian defeated Tallahassee 20-7. Off was defeated by WS Neal. That was another one we didn't talk about there, but that's another team in our kind of coverage area. But WS Neal beat them 35-14. Of course, Mobile Christian defeated Dale County 15-13. Bullitt County, with their first ever win in the postseason, defeated Oak Grove 21-7. Of course, St. Michael defeated Pike County 49-21, and Booker T. Washington lost to Pleasant Grove 16-6. So the second round in the south side of the 4A playoffs, Hanley will host Jackson. Jackson, the defending champions. WS Neal will host American Christian. Bullitt County will host Mobile Christian, and then Pleasant Grove will host St. Michael. Now, over in the first round on the north side of 4A, West Morgan defeated Randolph 55-21. Good Hope defeated Cherokee County 28-26. Plainview defeated Brooks 35-12. Alexandria defeated Fayette County 47-20. Anniston defeated Fultondale 49-8. Madison Academy defeated Hatton 20-19. Hamilton defeated Asheville 35-28. And Deshler defeated North Jackson 42-14. So in the second round of the North, in 4A, West Morgan will host Good Hope. Plainville will host Alexandria. Anniston will host Madison Academy. And Hamilton will host Dessler in 4A. Now we're going to jump over to 3A, where we had just two teams in our coverage area that were in this one, and it was both losses again. Bayside Academy defeated Houston Academy 46-7. Bayside Academy quarterback Davis Barnett had 5 touchdown passes in the game. And then Cottage Hill Christian defeated Wicksburg 41-8. And looking over at the full bracket, 3A in the South, Southside Selma defeated Delville 32-15. Cottage Hill Christian, of course, defeated Wicksburg 41-8. Glenwood School defeated Thomasville 43-10. Trinity defeated T.R. Miller 24-8. Montgomery Academy defeated Flomaton 42-0. Lee Scott Academy defeated Hill County 42-14. Bayside Academy defeated Houston Academy 46-7. And then Thorsby was defeated by Randolph County 51-40. In the second round of 3A on the south side, you'll have Southside Selma hosting Cottage Hill Christian. Glenwood School will host Trinity. Montgomery Academy will host Lee Scott Academy. And then Randolph County will host Bayside Academy. In the first round on the north side of 3A, Mars Hill defeated Whitesburg Christian 70-14. Winfield defeated Glencoe 39-0. Geraldine defeated Rogers 59-27. Westbrook Christian defeated Venmont 49-0. Piedmont defeated Phil Campbell 59-19. Fife defeated Lauderdale County 34-7. Gordo defeated Walter Wellborn 49-0. And then Colbert County defeated Collinsville 64-19. So your matchups in the second round on the north side, Mars Hill will host Winfield. Geraldine will host Westbrook Christian. Piedmont will host Fife. And Goldale will host Colbert County. Now, as we continue on, now we're into 2A. Now, 2A Region 2, they did a really great job in the first round of playoffs. All 4 teams that made the playoffs out of 4A Region 2, they all won. So they were 4-0. So a great first round for that region. Ayrton defeated Washington County 55-14. Addison Sin, quarterback, was 11-16 for 242 and 4 touchdowns. Easton Kilpatrick had 5 catches for 110 yards and 3 touchdowns. Ayrton also forced 4 turnovers in the game. Cottonwood defeated Chickasaw 46-7. I was at this game. Cottonwood just really played well, especially after a certain point in the game. They had 4 rushing touchdowns in the game, and they were up 16-7. And then it looked like Chickasaw was moving the ball once again. And for Cottonwood, they don't kick extra points; they go for 2. That's why the 16-7 score. But Chickasaw was moving the ball there around midfield, and then a fumble, and then Hunter Edmondson run it back for 56 yards to put Cottonwood up even more. And really felt like that broke the back of Chickasaw just being there at the game. And Cottonwood would go on to score again. They had a 32-7 lead at halftime. And of course, the score was 46-7 there. GW Long defeated JU Blackshear 28-7. Preston Williams and Blaine Wood had a big game, over 300 yards rushing for them. Combined 3 touchdowns, 163 for Williams and 146 for Wood. And then Providence Christian, a close one, defeated Clark County 17-14. And also some teams involved in 2A Region 3 that we keep up with. Lynette defeated Zion Chapel 42-6, and Lochapoka defeated Goshen 47-0. Now, overall, looking at the bracket first in the South, Laverne defeated Central Coosa 50-12. GW defeated JU Blackshear 28-7. Lynette defeated Zion Chapel 42-6. Ayrton defeated Washington County 55-14. And then Cottonwood defeated Chickasaw 46-7. Reeltown defeated Highland Home 55-19. Clark County and Providence Christian, of course, Providence Christian won out with 17-14. And then Goshen losing to Lochapoka 47-0. I know I just pretty much repeated myself, but just want to go over the whole bracket and how it looked. So in the second round on the South, you'll have GW Long hosting Laverne. Ayrton will go to Lynette. Cottonwood will host Reeltown. Now, Reeltown has beat Cottonwood the last 2 years in the playoffs, so Cottonwood is looking to get past Reeltown this time. That was in the third round. This is the second round. And then Providence Christian will travel to Lochapoka. Over in the first round on the north side of 2A, Pigswood defeated Tanner 42-14. Vincent defeated Faultville 34-6. Red Bay defeated Sand Rock 53-14. Southeastern defeated Sulligent 26-8. Coosa Christian defeated Isabella 56-14. Lexington defeated North Sand Mountain 52-23. Tuscaloosa Academy defeated Susan Moore 35-14. And then Pleasant Valley defeated Winston County 40-28. And then your second round matchups there will be Pigswa will be hosting Vincent. Red Bay will host Southeastern. Coosa Christian will host Lexington. And Tuscaloosa Academy will host Pleasant Valley. Now we're getting closer in here. Now we jump into 1A. It's always a fun one there. Leroy defeated Elba 53-21, and McIntosh defeated Brantley 20-14. Brantley was up 14-6 after the first quarter, but McIntosh outscored Brantley after that. And those are the two teams here we kind of keep up with in our in the Wiregrass area. All right, in the south side on 1A, University Charter defeated Notasulga 54-14. Southern Choctaw defeated Georgiana 40-20. Mapleville defeated RC Hatch 58-0. Of course, we talked about McIntosh defeated Brantley 20-14. McKenzie defeated Milry 46-14. Autauga County defeated Choctaw County 21-12. Leroy defeated Elba 53-21. And Linden defeated Billingsley 20-11. The second round matchups in the South will be University Charter School. They will host Southern Choctaw. McIntosh will host Maplesville. McKenzie will host Autauga Academy. And Leroy will host Linden. Then over in the first round of the north part of it, Addison defeated Raglan 71-39. Barry Ferret defeated Fayetteville 44-37. Appalachian defeated Shoals Christian 74-6. Marion County defeated Wintersboro 36-22. Wadley defeated South Lamar 56-8. Woodville defeated Meek won out, 42-25. Hubertville defeated Woodland 67-27. And Hackleburg defeated Spring Garden 32-16. So in the second round of 1A on the north part, you'll have Addison hosting Barry Fayette. Marion County will host Appalachian. You'll have Meek hosting Wadley, and then Hackleburg will go to Hubertville. So that is your look at 1A, and now we get into AISA. Of course, we have Abbeville Christian, and I'm just going to run through the bracket how they are there. So in the 3A bracket, and of course they only have 3 rounds, so they will play their championship games on the 20th of November. So that's coming up next week. Chambers Academy defeated Fort Dale Academy, and Southern Academy won via a forfeit against Bessemer Academy. So that was 1-0. Looks weird to see on the bracket. So you'll have in second round there, Chambers Academy and Southern Academy. Lowndes Academy defeated Valiant Cross Academy 31-0. Banks Academy defeated Morgan Academy 22-14. So you'll have Lowndes playing Banks in the second round of the 3A bracket in AISA. In the 2A bracket, Abbeville Christian defeated Monroe Academy 38-14. That puts them at 10-1 on the year. Wilcox Academy defeated Hope Christian Academy 43-6. Patrician Academy defeated Edgewood Academy 35-14. And South Choctaw Academy defeated Crenshaw Christian 64-18. So your second round matchups in the 2A bracket of AISA will be Abbeville Christian hosting Wilcox Academy and Patrician Academy hosting South Choctaw Academy. And then in the 1A bracket in AISA, Macon East Academy defeated Springwood 50-14. Evangel Christian Academy defeated Trinity Christian 46-22. Escambia Academy defeated Snook Christian 56-8. And Cornerstone Christian defeated Coosa Valley Academy 44-38. So your two matchups there are Macon East Academy hosting Evangel Christian Academy, and then Escambia Academy will host Cornerstone Christian. And that is your results for all the playoff matchups for the first round of the playoffs. I'll tell you what, that I get tongue-tied in the studio on Friday nights doing just the Wiregrass scores. We're running through all the scores. Obviously, I think I butchered somebody's team's name, and I apologize for that. Now, let's look at some news real quick for everything going on. Toby Green will no longer be the head coach at Rehoboth. He was asked to, this is all from the Dothan Eagle. Great article they had on this. He was asked to resign, no reason given. He said it was a very short meeting. Brandy White pretty much told him, and this is in the article, with the Dothan Eagle, they wanted new energy. They said he wasn't a good fit. A bunch of stuff, bunch of interesting comments there. Was leave it that, but Rehoboth now has an opening, and Toby Green did say in that article he was hoping to continue coaching. And then we'll see where Rehoboth goes with this as well. Toby Green in his career is 126 and 127. Been coaching 24 years in this area and just in the state of Alabama. 14-16 over his 3 years there at Rehoboth. This was his second stint. He coached Rehoboth from 1999 to 2001, and he went 16-16 there in those years and 2 playoff appearances then. After his first stint with Muscle Shoals from 2002 to 2003, he was theirs, and he went 5-15 after that first time with Rehoboth. Geneva County, he was there from 04 to 06. He was 15-16, had a 9-2 record in 2006. Then he went to Cottonwood, which is the place he spent the most time, from 2007 to 2015, where he was 60-39, 4 playoff appearances, and 2 10-win season with the Bears. Then he went on to be the offensive coordinator at Dothan Tigers. This was before the merger when we got the Dothan Wolves. Then 2019, he spent 1 year with Florala, where he went 7-4, went to the playoffs. Then in 2020, he was at Helen, where he went 1-8, and then Northside from 21 to 22, where he was 7-13. Well, once again, it'll be interesting to see really both sides, where Rehoboth goes with their head coach opening, and also where Toby Green lands too as a coach, and I'm sure he will find a spot. Also at Geneva, head coach Jamel Harris has stepped down. He was 4-26 over 3 years there, 1-9 this past season. Just felt like he said he needed to step down. Obviously, he's been coaching in the Wiregrass for multiple teams, and he is from Wicksburg. He was in the SEC, played at Arkansas. He was an all SEC performer and played in professional football. Now, the Wiregrass players got selected to the Alabama High School Athletic Association North-South All-Star Game. 3 players from Enterprise tied in: Case Blackman, quarterback Mason Burkhart, and linebacker Walker Turner. Ashford, running back and linebacker Jay Ragland, and then you follow defensive back Taiwan Turner and quarterback Jalen Wright. And to close it out, since we didn't do one last week, Dothan running back A.J. Alexander broke the Dothan record in their win over Godby 64-42 for 335 yards and 5 touchdowns. And I tell you, Coach Kennedy always talks about when we do the coaches show, he's just a great person that A.J. Alexander is. Just a tremendous player, obviously, but also a great person. And he is this year's, and he was last year too, but this year's 7A rushing leader with 1,786 yards and 27 touchdowns. And that is going to do it for this edition of the Wiregrass High School Football Report. It was just me solo. And honestly, with the show, with not having as many Wiregrass teams, we got 6 left. We may kind of go more into statewide with the playoffs. Trust me, we'll continue on through the playoffs. Now, when the state championship games are over with, probably won't hear from this podcast for the rest of 2025. But early 2026, I want to get going again and do some more things, because I really wanted to kind of reach out to some coaches and see if I can get some assistant coaches on here, talk about them, just talk with coaches, talk with people involved with football and sports in the Wiregrass and so much more. And honestly, we may reach out and get some coaches outside of Wiregrass, head coaches, just a celebration of high school football in Alabama and a little bit in the Panhandle. We're going to be keeping an eye on the Florida playoffs as well. We got some teams. Chipley is one. They've got a big one against Madison County. So we're not just going to, I just gave out the first round for the Wiregrass. We're keeping an eye on what's going on in Florida. Just going to let you guys know that. Remember, you can follow me on social media at P. Jordan Sports. Podcast available on all your favorite podcast platforms. You also check out the show on YouTube at the Phillip Jordan Sports YouTube channel. And also can email me at sports.phillipjordan@gmail.com. Wish everybody a great week. Hope you enjoyed it. Be back next week with some more high school football talk right here. Bye.